I had a lot of meetings with the bishop to discuss, both my ordination and also my work, who is going to take my place, which is a dilemma for the bishop, actually. And I met two priests who are very, very good at organizing things like ordinations. They have a lot of experience. So I really told them, look, I leave everything in your hands. Obviously, if there are questions you want to ask me if you want my opinion. But basically, in Malta, I'm blessed that this is not an odd ordination. There are quite a few bishops' ordinations in Malta. We have a lot of bishops in Malta who go abroad, actually. And they know what to do. So I decided at the end to have it in Mdina, which is the old city, in the proper cathedral of Malta. It's not a huge cathedral, not like St. John's in Valletta, because I expect about 400 people. It will be nice and full. And after that, obviously, we'll have a reception in a place which is next to it, which is a palazzo, and it's beautiful. So whoever comes will enjoy it,
Well, Monsignor, of course, you're no newcomer to Gibraltar, but 18 years away, you must have been using up this time to get briefed on what's going on here.
Yes, I came now, actually. I'm going to spend almost a month now, because when the announcement was made, I went home immediately afterwards, And now I said I'll spend some time to learn what's going on. That's why I'm here now. I spend a month, I'll meet the priest, I'll ask a lot of questions, I hear people, what they have to say, and learn the situation. Because after 18 years away, although I used to come every year here, but I live by the principle, once you leave, you leave. You don't get involved. So I never tried to get involved in these 18 years in what the church was doing, So really, I have to learn a lot of things, what's going on. And I hope that by the end of this month that I'm here, and I go home then to be ordained, I'll have a clearer picture of what the diocese is like and how it's working. That's practically it,
Well, as a canon lawyer, I'm sure that many will assume that you go by the book. Planning on introducing any changes here in the church as bishop?
Well, as a canon lawyer, I know what the church teaches. Not only the laws, but its teaching, And as the Pope would say, the doctrine of the church is not going to change. But what changes is the application of the doctrine of the church, So the Pope talks a lot about mercy, talks a lot about families, he talks a lot about love of the underprivileged and that sort of thing, which really are the main aspects of the mission of the church. What he is saying is nothing new. But it looks new because we may forget about it, So in Gibraltar, I'll follow really the style of the Pope, in obviously...
Liberal teachings.
Liberal in a sense, the distinction between liberal and conservative does exist. I like to think of myself as being very down-to-earth and practical, I would not say I'm very conservative. I would not say I'm very liberal. But I look at the situation and try to be practical about it. Regarding changes, it's too early to say whether I'll introduce changes. Obviously, in any institution, changes from time to time are necessary because there is a saying in Maltese, that if you don't change, you get smelly. And even in the church, there are times when you say it's better to have some changes. Like that, we start afresh,